everyone, it's nice to see all of you again. Welcome to another installment of the Classics Retold, the place where stories unfold. This week, we retell the story of two siblings who find themselves surrounded by things they love to eat: candies, chocolates, and yummy treats. You guessed it! This is the retelling of Hansel and Gretel. One bright and sunny morning, Hansel and Gretel were bored at home with nothing to do.
Shall we play Frisbee?
You're right, we played that yesterday.
Shall we read?
No.
Reading is boring.
Yes! Let's take a walk in the woods and see what we can find. Hansel and Gretel packed a basket full of sandwiches and headed off into the woods. They walked and walked and walked some more. They talked and saw things big and small. There were rabbits and birds that sang a song, and a fox that they ran away from. They walked deeper and deeper and deeper into the woods, and it soon became clear they didn't know where they were going.
For all we know, we've been walking in circles.
Great idea! The bits of bread would help us keep track of the paths we've explored. And so, they continued on their journey, dropping bits of bread as they went. They walked and walked and walked some more. They talked and saw things big and small. There were squirrels and snakes that were very long, and a bear that they ran away from. They walked deeper and deeper and deeper into the woods. The air was much fresher and cleaner down here. They walked and walked and walked some more. They talked and saw things big and small: raccoons and chipmunks and monkeys too, and a wolf that they ran away from. They were having a great day, and their great day was going to become the greatest day ever. They walked deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the woods. And soon they reached a clearing. The trees gave way to a small cottage. Not just any cottage. It was one completely made out of candies, chocolates, and yummy treats. The door was a huge piece of milk chocolate with an M&M for a doorknob. The windows were made out of yuppie gummy worms. The roof was a giant cheesecake shaped like a triangle. Even the insides were made out of yummy treats. The tables and chairs were made of gingerbread, and the bed was a bouncy castle of hamburger gummies. And white fluffy marshmallows for pillows. They had so many sweets to choose from, and Mommy and Daddy weren't here to stop them from eating anything. Woo! Yay! Where should they begin? Woo! What do you think, kids? What would you eat first? Hansel went straight for the door and bit into the rich milk chocolate. Gretel grabbed the gummy worm and nibbled on the tips. Mmm, yummy. Then they challenged each other to see how many marshmallows they could fit into their mouths. They had so much fun that they decided they weren't going home that night, or the night after, or the night after that. After a week, the cottage no longer had a bed or pillows or any tables and chairs left. Hansel's belly was so big and heavy and round, he could hardly stand up. It was a wonder he could even fit through the door. Gretel wasn't feeling any better. She was running a high fever and had the worst sore throat ever. At that moment, all they wanted to do was get home. They wanted their mommy's chicken soup and a blanket. It wasn't a slice of cheese, but they felt too horrible to move.
If only we didn't eat so much junk food. We should have listened to Mommy.
Just then, an old woman entered the house. She was carrying bags of groceries, and she looked mean with a big mole on her nose and small beady eyes that were staring at the children.
You ate all my furniture and half the dough? Do you know how unhealthy it is to eat so much candy at once?
Their parents had told them many horror stories of a witch who enjoyed boiling and frying little children alive, and later ate them with a delicious sweet sauce. Was this the witch? The old woman started stomping around the cottage, brewing a pot of herbal soup that smelled gross to the children. The soup was dark brown, and it had weird leaves floating on the surface. We are not drinking that!
It smells bad and would taste bitter. Well, you will drink it if you want to feel better.
The children really didn't like the smell of the soup, but they felt so sick and weak that if they wanted to get home anytime soon, they had to take a chance and trust the soup would help them. The grumpy old woman took care of the children for the next 2 days, feeding them with different soups. And soon, they felt better. Thank you!
Auntie, why did you build a house of candy? I built a house of candy to teach young children self-discipline. I won't always be there to scold them or control how much sweets they ate. Surrounding them with these goodies teaches them to make more responsible choices. We will make more responsible choices from now on.
The old woman wasn't so mean after all. She may look mean, but she had a good heart. The herbal soup may have tasted and looked horrible, but it helped nurse them back to health. The house of candy, even though it tasted and looked nice, wasn't good for them. What looks nice on the outside is different from what's good for you. And that's a lesson that will stay with the children forever. Before we go, we have a challenge for you. Can you build a house out of food? Be sure to use 1 vegetable and 1 fruit. The rest can be candy if you like. Share your creations with us online and tag us at the Classics Retold and stand a chance to be featured. Now it's time to close the show. Join us again for another Classic Retold.